powders or other chemicals or herbs and always worked perfectly, was reluctant to have such a wonderful discovery entirely unknown or lost to all human knowledge. He decided not to use it again, since Ozma had forbidden him to do so, but he reflected that Ozma was a girl, and sometime might change her mind and allow her subjects to practice magic, in which case Kiki Aru could again transform himself and others at will. Unless, of course, he forgot how to pronounce pyrzqxgl in the meantime. After giving the matter careful thought, he decided to write the word and how it should be pronounced in some secret place, so that he could find it after many years, but where no one else could ever find it. That was a clever idea, but what bothered the old sorcerer was to find a secret place. He wandered all over the saucer at the top of Mount Munch, but found no place in which to write the secret word where others might not be likely to stumble upon it. So he finally decided it must be written somewhere in his own house. Kiki Aru had a wife named Mopsy Aru, who was famous for making fine huckleberry pies, and he had a son named Kiki Aru, who was not famous at all. He was noted as being cross and disagreeable because he was not happy, and he was not happy because he wanted to go down the mountain and visit the big world below, and his father would not let him. No one paid any attention to Kiki Aru because he didn't amount to anything anyway. Once a year, there was a festival on Mount Munch, which all the high-ups attended. It was held in the center of the saucer-shaped country, and the day was given over to feasting and merrymaking. The young folks danced and sang songs, the women spread the tables with good things to eat, and the men played on musical instruments and told fairy tales. Kiki Aru usually went to these festivals with his parents and then sat sullenly outside the circle and would not dance or sing or even talk to the other young people. So the festival did not make him any happier than other days, and this time he told Kiki Aru and Mopsy Aru that he would not go. He would rather stay at home and be unhappy all by himself, he said, and so they gladly let him stay. But after he was left alone, Kiki decided to enter his father's private room, where he was forbidden to go, and see if he could find any of the magic tools Kiki Aru used to work with when he practiced sorcery. As he went in, Kiki stubbed his toe on one of the floorboards. He searched everywhere but found no trace of his father's magic. All had been destroyed. Much disappointed, he started to go out again when he stubbed his toe on the same floorboard. That set him thinking. Examining the board more closely, Kiki found it had been pried up and then nailed down again in such a manner that it was a little higher than the other boards. But why had his father taken up the board? Had he hidden some of his magic tools underneath the floor? Kiki got a chisel and pried up the board but found nothing under it. He was just about to replace the board when it slipped from his hand and turned over, and he saw something written on the underside of it. The light was rather dim, so he took the board to the window and examined it, and found that the writing described exactly how to pronounce the magic word pyrzqxgl, which would transform anyone into anything instantly, and back again when the word was repeated. Now, at first, Kiki Aru didn't realize what a wonderful secret he had discovered, but he thought it might be of use to him, and so he took a piece of paper and made on it an exact copy of the instructions for pronouncing pyrzqxgl. Then he folded the paper and put it in his pocket and replaced the board in the floor so that no one would suspect it had been removed. After this, Kiki went into the garden and, sitting beneath a tree, made a careful study of the paper. He had always wanted to get away from Mount Munch and visit the big world, especially the land of Oz, and the idea now came to him that if he could transform himself into a bird, he could fly to any place he wished to go and fly back again whenever he cared to. It was necessary, however, to learn by heart the way to pronounce the magic word, because a bird would have no way to carry a paper with it, and Kiki would be unable to resume his proper shape if he forgot the word or its pronunciation. So